Joe, if you like new videos, today's video is why Tom on the tiebreaker in the Spanish camp. Video was by Enzo. Does some stuff. Thank you for your suggestion. Sorry for the late video, but I am now doing it, so I've just been busy, but it's not an excuse, but I'm getting back on track. So now we're going to begin on this theory. So episode 12, right off the bat, Gabby loses the tiebreaker, which is going to change a lot of things. Episode 13 is still where Yule and Gret still have that argument part. Alec and Rhea trying to get the villains to fall, but there are more heroes here. So I kind of think the heroes don't like Ali, but Ali's just kind of on her own, and I feel like here, Yule still gets eliminated because Jake and Aiden still win the challenge. As a result. Pardon me. Still win the challenge as a result. Episode 14 is the TikToks. So episode 14, is that the TikTok challenge? I think this is the one. So the pairs. Connor and Alec. Rhea and Ali. Gret and Aiden, Ashley. Ali, Jake. And do I have an extra character that isn't supposed to be in the original timeline? Oh, Ashley. She's not supposed to be here. I knew I was confused. I was confused for a second. I was like, do I have an extra person here? So now that makes more sense. So Gabby goes, and then Yule still has his own Gret stories, and that feel the same. So I feel like episode 14, I feel like Alec, Gret, and Rhea would be more, but I feel like Gret would kind of be more willing to work with the villains, but she still wants to wake up the heroes. In the TikTok challenge, I think it's Jake and Ali, Aiden, Gret, and then Connor and Alec, Rhea, Aiden, which leaves Gret and Tom. Well, now I think it would leave Tom to replace Gabby. Now, because Tom wouldn't throw his own phone in the water, this means that they don't lose the challenge. Well, they lose, but Tom doesn't throw his phone. So who would have worse TikToks between Gret and Tom? Yeah, I think it's Tom. If anything else, I think Tom has the worst TikToks in this timeline, because I think Gret would just be better at TikTok. She helped Yule. Tom doesn't really have that same privilege. And we've got a bit of a problem here because it's the same cast. And this is where the theory kind of becomes a bit sad, unfortunately, because I think it just kind of defaults back to itself. And because we already know what happens, I'll just quickly run through it anyways. So, episode 15, Jake wins the challenge. Everyone votes for Alec. Episode 15, Jake wins the challenge for being honest. Everyone, they vote for Jake. Ali flips with the villains. And Gret. Jake uses his idol to get rid of Alec. Episode 16, Jake and Ali still fight. And Connor also makes up with Alec at this point. Jake and Ali still are fighting at the bottom. Rhea, Gret get rid of Aiden with Ali. Aiden loses the tie. Aiden still goes somehow, which I'm not quite sure how he does in the original timeline. But he does anyway. Must have been my Ali, but he loses the tie. Episode 17. Rhea still says that's the game. Connor gets injured, and because of that he stays for another round. Gret gets eliminated because Rhea has immunity. Episode 18, Jake and Ali still fight. Rhea wins the challenge. Connor gets medically evacuated. The helpers are the same, so it's still Ali has Fiore, Jake gets James, and Rhea gets Yule. Episode 20, Rhea still sabotages Ali, and Ali gets eliminated. The finale plays out the same, and Rhea still wins the season. So, yeah, that's kind of the entire series. I just think he would go 2 episodes later, to be honest. Because that's the only way it can go in universe. Now, episode 14 was kind of tricky because you could argue that Gret and Tom get back faster. But, I mean, they don't exactly get along, and I just can't see them working well together. So, this is the simulation I think would have gone if Tom won the tiebreak in episode 12. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm kind of sorry that it played out the same with Gret and Tom and Gabby, but I think that's the way it can go in universe. Because they can't change the partners because they were just assigned partners. They were just randomized. And yeah, peace farewell.